the ground. A spring of water appeared. He drank and washed with it and was cured. Allah gave him back his wealth and children. Strong narrations say that Ayub alayhi salam lived in the region near today's Şanlıurfa in Turkey. In the Quran, his patience is praised. After his test, he lived many more years in health. His story teaches us to never lose hope in Allah and to continue worshipping with patience and trust, even in the hardest times. Dhul Kifl alayhi salam. Dhul Kifl alayhi salam was one of the prophets sent to Bani Israel, the children of Israel. He was the cousin of Ilyasa alayhi salam, and after his death, Dhul Kifl continued to convey the religion of Musa alayhi salam to the people. He was known for his patience in worship, his calmness in judgment, and his fairness, which is why he was given the title Dhul Kifl, the one with responsibility. Despite Shaitan's tricks and tests, he never failed in his duty. Allah granted him prophethood, and he taught people the laws of the Torah. He passed away in the region of Sham, Greater Syria. Dhul Kifl alayhi salam is mentioned in the Quran in Surah Al-Anbiya and Surah Sa'ad. Musa alayhi salam. Musa alayhi salam was one of the greatest prophets, one of the Ulul Azm prophets sent to Bani Israel. He was born during a time when Bani Israel were enslaved in Egypt. The Pharaoh of that time was warned that a child from Bani Israel would one day threaten his throne, so he ordered all newborn boys from that community to be killed. Allah inspired the mother of Musa. Breastfeed him, and when you fear for him, place him into the river. Do not fear or grieve, we will return him to you and make him one of the prophets. Surah Al-Qasas 28:7. The baby was placed in the Nile and found by Pharaoh's wife Asiya, who took him into the palace. Later, his real mother was brought to the palace as his nurse, just as Allah had promised. Musa alayhi salam grew up in Pharaoh's palace. After accidentally killing an Egyptian man, he escaped to Madian, where he married the daughter of Prophet Shu'aib. Allah gave Musa prophethood on Mount Tur. He was commanded to go to Pharaoh and demand that he release Bani Israel and believe in Allah. As miracles, his staff would turn into a snake, and when he placed his hand in his chest, it would come out bright and shining. With these signs, he went to Pharaoh. Pharaoh rejected the message and challenged Musa, calling himself a god. He accused Musa of magic and gathered all his magicians to defeat him publicly. But when Musa threw his staff and it became a giant snake that swallowed all their fake tricks, the magicians were shocked. They believed in Allah immediately, but Pharaoh had them killed. Allah then commanded Musa to take Bani Israel out of Egypt. Pharaoh chased them with a great army. When they reached the sea, Musa said, "My Lord is with me. He will guide me." Surah Ash-Shu'ara 62. Allah told him to strike the sea with his staff. The sea split in two. The Israelites crossed safely, and when Pharaoh's army followed, the sea closed and they drowned. Allah said, "Today we will preserve your body so you may be a sign for those who come after you." Surah Yunus 92. Musa was later called to Mount Tur again, where he received revelation. Allah gave him the Torah. But while he was gone, his people, led by Samiri, made a golden calf from their jewelry and started worshipping it. When Musa returned and saw this, he became very angry and prayed to Allah. Later, Samiri faced a terrible punishment, and the people repented. Throughout his life, Musa taught Bani Israel the commands of Allah. He showed great patience with their constant complaints and ungratefulness. He wished to enter the Holy Land, but Allah did not allow it. They are forbidden from entering for 40 years. Surah Al-Ma'idah 26. Musa passed away in the desert. The Quran does not mention the exact place of his grave. Hadiths say his body was moved close to Bayt al-Maqdis, Jerusalem. Harun alayhi salam. Harun alayhi salam was a prophet sent to Bani Israel and the brother of Musa alayhi salam. He had a soft heart, spoke clearly, and explained things with wisdom, even better than Musa in speech. He was born in Egypt and grew up under Pharaoh's oppression. When Musa alayhi salam received prophethood, Harun was also chosen as a prophet and went with him to Pharaoh to preach the true religion. After they left Egypt with Bani Israel and crossed the Red Sea, Musa went to Mount Tur. During that time, Harun led the people. However, the people were misled by Samiri and started worshipping a golden calf. Although Harun warned them, he couldn't stop them completely. He stayed with his people in the desert of Ti for many years and passed away before Musa. It is said that he was buried on a mountain known as Jabal Harun. Dawood alayhi salam. Dawood alayhi salam was a prophet and king sent to Bani Israel. He was from the family of Yaqub alayhi salam and the father of Sulaiman alayhi salam. He was born, lived, and passed away in Jerusalem. He was given the book Zabur and had a very beautiful and powerful voice. He fought in the army of Talut and killed Jalut, Goliath, which led him to become king. He ruled with justice, made Jerusalem the capital, and conquered many lands. One of his miracles was shaping iron without fire. He used to fast during the day and worship at night. He is mentioned in many parts of the Quran. Sulaiman alayhi salam. Sulaiman alayhi salam was the son of Dawood alayhi salam and was both a prophet and a king. Allah gave him great knowledge, unique power, and a vast kingdom. The Quran describes him as a just ruler and a prophet who could command the winds and communicate with animals and jinn. He was born near Jerusalem. The wind and animals were under his command. He ruled with wisdom, completed Masjid al-Aqsa, and supported knowledge and art. The jinn worked for him, building palaces, castles, and statues, diving in the sea to bring pearls, and serving in his kingdom. The hoopoe bird, Hudhud, informed him that the people of Saba, including Queen Balkis, were worshipping the sun. Suleiman invited her to Islam. When Balkis came to his palace, he had her throne brought instantly. After seeing the wonders in his palace, she said, "My lord, I have wronged myself. Now I submit with Suleiman to Allah, Lord of the worlds." Surah An-Naml 44. Suleiman traveled with the wind, understood the languages of animals, and had both animals and jinn in his army. At the end of his life, he died while leaning on his staff, and no one knew until the staff broke and he fell. This showed the jinn that they did not know the unseen. According to narrations, he died near Beit al-Maqdis in Jerusalem. His grave is believed to be in that area. Ilyas alayhi salam. Ilyas alayhi salam was sent to Bani Israel in the region of present-day Lebanon. According to some narrations, he was from the family line of Harun alayhi salam. The Israelites at that time were worshipping a false god called Baal. Ilyas invited them to worship Allah alone, but they rejected him. As a result, famine and disasters began. Later, when the people repented and believed, Ilyas alayhi salam prayed to Allah. Rain came down and blessings returned. But after some time, the people went astray again. They returned to shirk, immorality, and worship of Baal. Ilyas warned them again, but this time their denial was even stronger. During this period, Ilyas alayhi salam miraculously healed a sick boy in a village named Alyasa. Alyasa believed in him and later became a prophet after him. According to narrations, when the people became more rebellious, Ilyas alayhi salam neared the end of his life. After him, Alyasa alayhi salam was chosen as the next prophet. Alyasa alayhi salam. Alyasa alayhi salam is mentioned twice in the Quran. In the Torah, he is known as Elisha. He continued the mission of Ilyas alayhi salam, calling his people to believe in Allah and worship him. But the people stayed misguided for a while. Alyasa was patient and firm in his efforts. He became known as a just leader and a strong prophet. Eventually, for a time, his people returned to the path of truth. He was given miracles such as healing the sick and making food and water abundant during times of famine by praying to Allah. When Bani Israel became disobedient again, Allah sent the Assyrians to punish them. Although Alyasa helped his people with his miracles, before he passed away, he appointed Dhul Kifl alayhi salam as his successor by Allah's command. According to narrations, Alyasa lived a long life and passed away peacefully. His grave is said to be in the region of Sham or near Aleppo, though the exact location is not confirmed. Yunus alayhi salam. Yunus alayhi salam was sent as a prophet to the city of Nineveh, the capital of the Assyrian Empire. The people of Nineveh worshipped idols. Yunus alayhi salam preached Tawheed for years, but they called him a liar and rejected his message. He warned them of Allah's punishment, and Allah gave them time. Thinking the punishment was near, Yunus left the city, believing it was the right decision. But it was a mistake in judgment.